Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Jace Race 2025 is Saturday, June 7th at the North Mahaska Junior Senior High School in New Sharon. The 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1 mile fun run. To sign up, use the links on the North Mahaska Education Foundation's Facebook page. Pre-registration guarantees you a t-shirt, but you can also sign up the day of the race. There will be some giveaways and first-place prizes. In memory of Jace Carrico, who passed in 2008, the Carrico family appreciates the community's support.
Southern Iowa, it's rodeo time. The 2025 Albia Chamber Main Street Rodeo returns Saturday, June 7th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Rogue Rodeo brings us 8 thrilling events, a bull ride showdown, comedy from Ronald Burton, and the dazzling Diamonds and Dust performance. Gates open at 5 p.m. for food, fun, and high-energy action await. Tickets on sale now at albiachambermainstreet.org. Adults $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. Kids only $10. Saddle up for a night of tradition and thrill. Don't miss it.
Neil,
Hey man, what's up?
you want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
You're riding with Jay Brooks and Britt on the Midwest Drive.
It's another episode of the Midwest Drive, and our special guest here today is Brad Morgan. Brad, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, Brad, we've known each other for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, I'd say more than a couple.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it has been. Boy, time flies, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So, Brad is originally from Iowa, grew up in Iowa. Whereabouts in Iowa did you grow up?
I grew up in Manning, Iowa, over in Carroll County. I grew up on a farm there, a town of 1,500 people, right next to the town of Templeton. If you are a whiskey connoisseur, you probably are familiar with the rye whiskey from that area. But yeah, just small town, grew up on the farm life, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there you go. So you drove tractors and everything like that?
I did.
You did. What kind?
We had both. We had red and green.
Did you have a preference? Did you fight with the brother over which one you got to drive?
We do now. Dad has a couple old tractors that that are kind of fun to drive. So we always there's a parade or something. Then there's always some conversation.
Oh yeah. Do you whack? Did you ever had to wax them or anything like that?
No, I haven't. Dad has one tractor that he waxes, but the other ones, just give him good pressure spray once or twice a year. And
yeah. So we like to just kind of have a conversation, Brad, about life in general, growing up, brothers. How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings. I have an older brother, and then I have 2 older sisters.
Oh, really? So you're the youngin'?
I am. By a long shot, too. My sister closest in age to me is like 11-year difference. So grew up pretty much almost like an only child. I mean, all my siblings were pretty well out of the house by the time I was growing up. So
yeah. So you were at Noops?
Yeah, I guess so. Or my brother was the first. I was the last. We always say we're the greatest mistakes.
Right. Now, is that the brother that plays with you in the band?
It is. Yeah, he plays bass for me in my band.
Does he try and tell you ever what to do musically or anything?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Does he?
No.
Yeah. And he's a brand new grandpa too, right?
He is. Yeah. Just last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So does he handle it well?
I think so. He sent a few memes with the what do you call it, filter with the old man face.
Oh, really? Oh gosh. So, Brad, you got a lovely wife and just a dog.
That's right.
That's it, huh?
Yep. We, the dog keeps us pretty darn busy. If we're not on the road, then we're, as we mentioned before this interview, taking a WALK.
Right.
Because he's in the house with me right now.
you know that you're an animal lover or have a dog anyway, because you have to spell it like you said, WALK, or you like mine. I got it going for a ride. I got to spell out. Hey,
Yep.
We're gonna go for an RIDE, and then But you know what? My other black lab figured out what RIDE meant after a while. So she would go run to the door, even though I didn't say ride. I spelled it, and she still run to the door. So, how old's the dog?
He's going to be 5 this fall. So,
he'll wise up. He'll still catch on. He'll catch on eventually.
Yeah.
Come
up with new code words.
Yeah. Right. Hand signals. Yeah. So, how long have you been married?
We got married in May of 2019. So it was just before all the COVID stuff, and
right.
And so got in there and got all that done before the world went crazy. So
right. Did you grow up high school sweethearts, same town? She grew up in Iowa too, right?
Yeah, she did. She grew up in Stanhope, Iowa. We didn't meet until 2013. So we've been together for 11 years now. But yeah, we didn't meet until about a month or two before I moved to Nashville in 2014. So, but it's, we always talk about all the times that both growing up in Iowa, roughly 90 minutes away from each other, there's so many places and times where we were in the same spot and, just never ran into each other until probably the time we needed to run into each other.
Yeah. So when you saw her for the first time, did you go, holy tamale? Yeah.
Honestly, I was playing a show. She was there with her friends. She happened to be in with a crew after work, and she actually asked my dad to dance. My dad was in the front during my show, and she got him dancing. And there's other girls there that were handing me their phone numbers or giving me their phone numbers, and she handed it to my dad. And my dad goes, "I don't think my wife's gonna like this." And she goes, "No, that's for you to give to him. I want him to get the number from you because he's just going to ignore all these other ones."
Oh, like she's slick.
She's smart.
Oh boy, I tell you. And so was it slow getting into that relationship? Or was that pretty quick going, hey, yeah, what's up? You didn't ghost her or nothing, obviously.
I think we both knew right away, and I think I even, it's funny to say this now, but I remember moving to Nashville and I was like, this isn't going to work out. I moved to Nashville. I can't have a girlfriend. And she was like, "Oh, I'll still be your girlfriend." And here we are, and happily married. So
yeah. Did she move down to Nashville then with you at some point?
She did. We did the long distance thing for about 6 months, and then she moved down later on.
Okay. Well, cool. Brad Morgan's with us here today. And of course, we're going to talk about your music too as well, but it's always fun to get a little bit of a background and a conversation so everybody else kind of knows where it came from, your music wise anyway, because you used to do a lot of originals, right?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up basically playing all different genres, covers and originals. And I started writing in high school, actually probably in junior high, but I didn't really, put the music and the lyrics together until high school. But I was doing a lot of like bar stuff, private parties, just anything I could get my hands on, any opportunity to play, I was out there doing it. And now I've got enough originals now where we're starting to do some more all original shows and, writers showcases. And we got a show coming up this weekend we could talk about a little bit later, but we'll be playing a co-headlining show with Corey Waller and the Wicked Things in Des Moines, and that'll be a mostly original show. So that's always exciting and fun when you can do that.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of those full band then, both you and Corey?
Yeah. So this one coming up this weekend, that'll be we'll both be with our full bands. Playing probably mostly original stuff.
Right.
I'll do a lot of solo stuff too, where I do more original stuff, and I still do cover shows too, where and there's some shows where you do a healthy mix of both. It just kind of depends on the venue and the show and the crowd who's there, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Is there a favorite artist you like to cover?
I want to say one. There's not one in particular, but there's definitely certain songs and certain there's like time periods, I guess, where like right now I cover a Zach Top song, and that's always a favorite because he's hot right now. And it's fun to sing too. He's a really talented artist, and I love singing some George Strait, Kenny Chesney, Alan Jackson. All that stuff kind of fits my realm.
Think about this, Brad. I mean, there's been talk about this with Zach Top. Is that Alan Jackson's son? You've heard it too, haven't you?
That's a rumor. I don't know, but
he looks a lot like it. He wears a mustache pretty good too.
He's got the talent.
Yeah, he sounds like him too a little bit.
Yeah, and who knows?
Nobody wants to touch that topic. It's funny. Everybody kind of like, oh yeah, I've heard rumors.
I saw he was asked about it too. I think he kind of laughed it off, but
yeah, I know. It's like, oh, well, I can see where he'd want to, because he doesn't want to be in following Alan's footsteps as far as, well, you only got this gig because of your dad and who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's doing all right, even if that's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey,